Hello, everyone. It's Nancy from Perth, Western Australia. I am coming to you live. I'm the page behind this business. So, bringing a guest to you today. Her name is Maeco. So, she is from Edmonton, Canada, and she's a lovely mom of three, working women, and works in an online world as well. So, I thought I'll brought her into you guys today to see she can share her journey, how she's doing as a mom and working in online business and as a worker as well. So let's hear from her. All yours, Michael. Feel free to share
Oh,
your info.
thank you. Thank you, Nancy. I believe it's noon there at your time. So thank you for the invitation. So my name is Meiko. So I was born and raised in the Philippines, and I came to Canada like a decade ago as a foreign worker.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm here with my husband and three children. So as what you've said. So and yeah, my a bit background. So I worked for almost 2 decades in the food service industry. So like
Me
almost half of my
too.
age.
We got something in common.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like Jollibee, so that's the number one fast food chain in the Philippines. And then when I came here, so well, that experience brought me here to Canada. So I
Mm-hmm.
worked here at the Tim Hortons and then McDonald's and all that, yeah, the food quick
Yeah.
service industry. And then yeah, so right now I am working as an admin support in the provincial government. Yeah.
Okay. Doing too many things. How are you doing all that?
Well, it's I have a lot on my plate, right? So especially with my eldest, I have two boys, 15 and 13, so they're both in high school, and
Okay.
then my youngest is a 4-year-old. So yeah, so I have a handful,
Yeah,
and then
younger is the
between
best.
yeah, taking care of these three and my work as well, and then of course I'm doing this online business on the
Hmm.
side. So
Good
yeah.
on you. And, I'm basically from India as well. I born, brought up there. Came to Australia about 16 years ago by now. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I did work in different profession from what I studied, but I did work in fast food industry as well. As you said, exactly 2 decades, work as an operations manager, still working as an operations manager.
So you're still
But
in the food service right now?
yes, it is. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I did had a little bit of a break in December, January, but yeah, started again. Yeah, and I started this business as well in 2020 when COVID hit us. I was like, need a plan B. Let's go,
Yeah.
girl. Do something else to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to secure the future.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for sharing your journey, and it's lovely to hear that people like me are, all around the world as well. There's so many moms and dads are doing this business,
Yes.
just to make sure if something happens, we have second
Mm-hmm.
stream of income to pay the bills and do the best we
Yes,
can.
of
You
course.
know. Okay, so were there any pains or struggles when you started this business? Did you, because you were working and you had three kids as well? What are your
Yes.
thoughts?
Before I started this business, it was in 2019.
Hmm.
So before I started this business, I was yeah, I ended my maternity leave for my youngest, right? I think she was like almost 2 years old at time, right? And so I was a full-time student because
Hmm.
what happened was like after like before my maternity leave, and so we have like a year of maternity leave here, so that's quite long, so for you
Yeah,
to come here, right? And then
yeah.
like I was thinking of shifting my career, right? Because like with the little one, and then with the fast food industry, right? So you work shifts. So before I
Yes.
used to work like the closing shift, so like 4 p.m. to 12 midnight. And then on
Hmm.
the weekends, of course, that's the peak time in a restaurant. So you have to work. So like I was like, oh my God, I cannot spend time with my family, especially with my children. And now with this little one, I have to really, find that time, and then maybe find that normalcy or like a regular routine, right? Because in
Hmm.
food service, as you experience as well, like you'll be on call if there's somebody who will like, not go to work. Oh, can you cover the shift, right? So
That's true.
yeah,
That's so
so
true.
that's just like my situation that time. So that's why I took a short course, an admin professional diploma. So I was a full-time student when I started the business. So
Wow.
yeah, and then so full-time student Monday to Friday, and then on the weekend, I think I was still doing like, once a week shift at McDonald's as a swing manager. So
You
I
worked
had
hard,
a
girl.
I had a busy time that then like I felt like I was stressed out, and then like
Mm,
of course like with only one day a week of a shift, so of course the family's income, right? You cannot rely just oh I I I thought, oh, what can I do to help my husband, right? Of course earn
mm,
something, right? Because like our family's income was like diminished by one, because like technically once one day a week, but how much is that, right? So
that's true.
I was really thinking of doing something online during that time, like,
Mm,
uh,
mm,
like at nighttime, right? So I was really looking for an online business, and then of
mm.
course during I think it was the pandemic just started, right? I think first quarter of nine. Oh no, not yet. There was no pandemic yet. But then, okay, I started the business. I want to earn extra income. That was my pain point. Or that was my reason why I started this business. And a second job is not the like it's out for me the time, right? Because I was really like I have a lot on my plate, right? And
Yeah.
yeah, so I saw this ad, and then I did my due diligence. I did my research, because
Mhm.
everything online, everybody's there, the good and the bad. So you have
That's
to really do your research to make sure that what you're getting into is really legitimate. And I
yeah.
saw a friend's ad, and then some other people too. Like, okay, my friend shared this business, and I'm like, okay, is this real? Because of course you're that's a
Mm-hmm.
natural reaction, right? You'll be skeptical, you'll be,
Definitely.
curious, you have all these questions in your mind, right? Especially in the online space. So, and then during that time, like I was browsing through my Facebook, and like all these people, moms, dads, professionals, stay-at-home
Yeah.
moms, they think, oh, sharing this business, and it's really like giving them results during that time. So, okay,
Yeah.
this must be legit, right? Because not only one person is, talking about this online business platform. So yeah, and then I jumped in.
There's many who are doing it. That's true. And
Yeah.
since I started, I think it was about 49 something, and our community is now 100,000 above. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, and I feel so glad that we didn't do, like, I tried something else before. It was a fail
Mm-hmm.
in terms of that I didn't want you to spend that much time as I doing
Mm-hmm.
my job. You want, with this business, it's so we are not bound. We are very flexible in choosing our own
Mm-hmm.
time when we want to do it. And when you want to be with kids, you still have those moments you can
Yeah,
spare and manage
of
half
course.
an hour towards you. So good
Mm-hmm.
to hear your story. And I think all of us are probably the same with families, as you want to travel more, or you want to more time, or you want to give
Mm-hmm.
much more to your kids and better life, right? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and as parents, that becomes your priority before being anyone else, and you want that time.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So, but as you said, you probably have answered my question because you were doing two jobs as well, and you were working one day on a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
My next question probably would be why online business, but as you said, it covers it all, that you wanted that time. And if
Yes.
you're away from house, then it's not
Yeah.
online. It takes you
Yeah,
another.
I don't
Yeah.
have that time to, do a second job. So that's why online, this is very flexible, right? Because you can do this. So why online? First, because that was my main reason why online, right? So I have the flexibility to run the business at home, right? During my
Mm,
free time, like I had a little one when I started the business. So the time flexibility is very important for me. So,
that's
and this business just answers that. It's a check mark. And yeah, so I can do it late at night or early in the morning, when everybody's still, if my family is still asleep. And even like the flexibility is that like I still have my full-time job, right? So I can do this business, run it during my lunch break, during my snack breaks in the morning, and just checking. So that's how flexible this online business is. So
That's true. And I always say that it's not a traditional business, right? In traditional
hmm
businesses, you're still stuck with that. Sometimes I think my husband sometimes say, why don't we do traditional, like, buy a franchise or something and do that or
hmm
that. I was like, nah, I don't want to be bound. I still want to enjoy, take time off and go on holidays, and the business is still running, right? So,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so you want that stress free, and this is what this business provides us all. So, saying that, you've been about 2 years, I think you started, or just above 2 years. Yes. So what is
Mhm.
your, what were your biggest result, or what is your biggest result so far? And also any changes you may have felt, after whatever happened after the online business.
Well, there's a lot. So of course, when you go into business, of course, there's always that primary goal of having that extra, like financial, of course, the financial
Yeah.
result. So aside from the financial result or extra income, that was my primary reason. But as you grow into the business, as you journey into the business, your goal, like gets bigger, like improves, right? And
Hmm.
so one of the aside from the financial gain, so
I think I lost
so
you there, Maker.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I lost you there. Maybe an internet connection or something.
Oh,
Technology. You're back on. You're back on.
I'm good now.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, yeah. So as I've said, like aside from the financial results, right? Of
Hmm.
course, I met that goal of like having extra income, and aside from that is the mindset, right? So before having this business, of course, I was brought up in a culture of you have to work hard, right? Work
Yeah,
hard,
definitely. Yeah.
study hard so that you have a well-paying job like that, right?
Yeah.
And and the mindset. So I think I can say that my mindset changed. Like I am full of positivity now. And
Hmm.
then with our families, like financial goals, like I can see that the future of my family is,
Hmm.
especially our dreams and goals, especially in the financial aspect to save up for my three children for their future, right? Especially for college, right? Which is
Yeah.
expensive, right? I have three
Exactly.
children to save up for college. And of course, at the same time, you want to like save up for your retirement as well, right? So,
Mm.
and with uh, just relying on a single income, like employment income, I think it would take me like 70 years old or 75 years,
That's
right, to
that's
really, or even, right, not meet all those financial goals for you. And then with this business, I have that positivity that those dreams, we can achieve that with this business. So in
yeah.
addition to our employment income, this business gives us that what you call it, like more like we can achieve our goals like faster, right? Because
Faster than, yeah.
earning this in this business, it helps supplement the income. And aside from the mindset is that uh the personality, because I'm not naturally I'm not used to speaking to the camera. So my self-confidence improve, like develop, because we have in our online community the support, the training
Yeah.
that help us,
Mhm.
improve our self-confidence. Like you need
Mhm.
to believe in yourself that you can do this, and then not mind people saying negative things about you.
Yeah,
So
you can't do it. Yeah, I get.
because there's always going to be naysayers and negative people, telling you things like, oh, you can't do that, or is it really legit, or
Mm.
right? So I began to trust myself, believe in myself that I can do this business. So yeah, so there's a lot of positive impact that this business has got into my life and my family's life as well. So yeah.
Yeah. Lots of positive changes, lots
Yes,
and
yes.
lots. Not just the income, but
Mm-hmm,
it's, I hardly had someone saying being
mm-hmm,
negative in our community. And sometimes your family can be, oh, what are you doing? And why this and why that? But in our community, everyone's so positive and the mindset is so great.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Like it's always the positive vibes, you regardless of what everyone's earning, or
mm-hmm.
how quick or slow everyone's success is, but there's all different kinds of people and they're all really really lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And it's just like every time you open your community group, it's like something positive to
Yes,
grab
yes.
onto and start your day. So I
Mm-hmm.
really like that. So I know how I started. You know how I started. So I just while we are here, would you like to share with the people who are watching us or will watch us after the event's end? How did we started this business? What was the first step, and what do they need to do if they want to earn second income or passive income or have a plan B for whatever reasons, all different reasons?
Yeah, so for everybody in our online business community started this business with the same first step. So, and that is watching a free webinar. It's like
Hmm.
an introductory class, you will learn like the basics of how to run a business, an online business at that.
Yeah.
The very important pillars to run a successful online business. So that will be presented to you in that free webinar. So we do that live twice a week. So I don't know what time we do. So here it's Tuesday and Thursday.
It's
I think it's
Wednesday,
Wednesday and
Friday. Yeah.
Friday. I don't know what time is in the morning.
Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m.
Okay.
AWST
So yeah.
and 12 p.m. AEST.
Yeah, so that's the time. So we do that live twice a week, and all you need to do is to register with your email, name and email. So Nancy's website is on the screen. So just register with your name and email, and then Nancy will give you more information, especially the link to that live webinar. And just one thing. So why, like, I have these questions all the time. Like I've been asked this, like, why
Yeah.
do I need to watch this webinar? And it's very long because it's a 90-minute webinar.
Hmm.
Like, why don't you just like, tell me directly what the business is all about? Like I cannot summarize it in just 10, 15 minutes because like it's very important that you watch that because watching the webinar will help you decide whether this online business is for you. Because not everybody is not all people can do an online
Hmm.
business. But this online business can be successful. You can be successful in it if you learn how to run it, how to run it, if you have the guidance. So that watching that webinar is the very first step. So everybody in the community, the 111, I think,
Yeah, I know.
111,000 online business owners in our community watch that webinar, maybe live or the replay. Of course, that helped us decide, and then so
Yeah.
yeah, and we're all in. So that's a very important step. So you want to watch that one because it will give you that free information, especially for those people who
Hmm.
don't have any experience, right? Running a
Yeah.
business, in social media and all that, right? Even like people who doesn't have a Facebook account, they can run this business with just following what the training as is in the community. So yeah, it's all doable.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Would you mind saying your website as well, Michael?
Oh, my website is
It's on the
Maeco
email.
and
Yeah.
rohel.com. Yeah.
Yeah, so keen, just register on any of our website. We'll send you free information. It's all yours, and then you decide you wanna see that. But definitely watch those 90 minutes
Yeah.
webinar because if you don't, then I'm so sorry, but you have to know what you're getting into. That's
Yes.
I always say that as well. If you don't watch that, you don't know what you're getting into. So
Yes.
that's the first part. Do it very diligently, please. Thank you for coming to us, Michael. Thank you for sharing your journey, and it was
You're
lovely
very
to.
welcome. It's always good to have this online talks so that
Yeah.
people interested and who are looking for Plan B can really learn something. And if they're really interested, they they have like everything is here. Just watch the webinar and you will learn something. And if after watching, they decide that it's not for them, then there's no loss, right? Maybe it's not the right time for them yet, right? So maybe in the future. So yeah.
That's right, true. All right, thank you, everyone. Say hello to us, even if you're watching the past, when the broadcast ended. Share your love, share our event as well, our online journey we shared just with you guys. So feel free to say or comment, and we'll get back to either myself or Mako. Okay, thank you so much for today. You
Thank
guys have
you.
a good
Thank you for
day.
having me, Nancy.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.